Hey guys, you are about to watch the greatest video I have ever done and the greatest video that will ever be made.
But you can't prove it!
You're right, I can't. He got me. Today is Throwback Thursday, and we are going to be taking it back. Not as far back as last week, but we are going to be talking about one of my favorite movies of all time. Let's just get into the video. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Movie Time with Chris. The channel devoted specifically to movies, movie birthdays, movie reviews, trailer discussions, box office predictions, and some special videos along the way. Now, hey, if that sounds like something that you're into, if you love the movie reviews, if you want the trailer discussions, if you love to compete in box office predictions, if you just love movies, subscribe to this channel because you're going to get all that content and then some. Now, as mentioned, today is Throwback Thursday, and we are going to be talking about one of my favorite movies of all time. We're talking about a movie that I watch in a given year over 100 times. That averages out to 2 times a week. That's how much I love this movie. We're taking it back to 1957, 12 Angry Men. And again, for anyone that might not have seen the movie or know what it's about, let's jump right into the trailer. Cue video.
On the point of that knife, a man's life is at stake.
I'm just saying it's possible.
And I say it's not possible. I want you to watch this because I don't want to have to do it again. I'll make myself about 6 or 7 inches shorter, okay?
It's about right, maybe a little more.
Okay, a little more. What's on?
Here's what I think happened.
How can you be positive about anything?
I don't understand you people. I mean, all these picky little points you keep bringing up, they don't mean nothing.
You are going to try a man for murder. The awesome power to kill will suddenly be thrust into your hands.
Watch them and pray, for someday you may become one of them. 12 men with the smell of violent death in their nostrils.
What's the matter with you guys? You're letting them slip through our fingers.
Slip through our fingers. Are you his executioner?
You cut it.
Ever since you walked into this room, you've been acting like a self-appointed public avenger.
Shut up.
You're a sadist.
12 men turned into 12 clawing animals.
Kill them all. Kill them!
Now, I gotta say, maybe not the greatest trailer in the world for this movie, but oh my God, what a movie this is. This movie proves that you don't need CGI, you don't need great filming locations, you don't need, extravagant costumes, you need exceptional acting, and you can get a great movie. Now, this movie has been remade in 1997. You can check that one out if you want. I personally did not really enjoy it, but comparing anything to the original 12 Angry Men will probably be a letdown. But let's go ahead and talk about this movie. So before we move forward, I do want to say that this will have, you guessed it, spoilers. So about this movie. Okay, let's talk about some of the things I love about it. One of the things I absolutely love about this movie is that it takes place in real time. There's no, skipping ahead 3 months later, 2 months later, 6 years ago, anything like that. None of that. It takes place in real time. Yes, you have the beginning where it's the end of the trial and the judge is giving the jurors their instructions. You have the very end when the jurors are walking out of the courthouse. Everything else, once the music starts and you get the credits, the opening credits, where the jurors are walking into that jury room, up until they leave that jury room, that movie is real time. You get what happens in the time that it happens. I love it. Absolutely love it. And again, no extravagant sets or anything. This is the set. That's it. You're in the room. But, the dialogue, the reality of it. In November of 2020, I actually got selected for the first time ever to be on a jury. And the whole time, all I could think about was this movie because it was just so real, what you get in the jury room and, the interactions and everything. It made me appreciate this movie that much more. And I already loved this movie. I loved this movie so much. I had the DVD. My DVD got ruined and I was destroyed. So at that point, I wasn't big on DVDs or Blu-rays or, steelbooks or anything that people collect now. I wanted digital. So I went on to Vudu and there it is. 12 Angry Men. It is in my list of movies. I love it. As you can see, it says resume watching because I watch this movie all the time and I'm always watching it. Always. So, anyway, you get in there, you get this case that, everyone thinks is open and shut, but someone thinks outside the box and questions the way things happen. And the whole, I don't even know how to word it. Everything with this movie, the whole thought process that Henry Fonda goes through and explains to the other 11 jurors. Wow. This movie defines reasonable doubt. It really does. They go through a whole process when you're being selected for a jury duty about reasonable doubt. They should just show this movie and that's it. When you're sitting there waiting to be selected or called, they should just show this movie because it gives you the perfect definition of reasonable doubt. I honestly, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, it's 11 votes for guilty and 1 for not guilty. And by the end of the movie, those roles are switched. Henry Fonda has convinced 10 other people, and now it's 11-1. And they break that last guy because he was so stubborn, holding personal grudges. And when he let those personal grudges out and put them aside, he realized he was wrong. And you need to watch this movie. You do. Buy it, rent it. Just watch it. You will not be disappointed. This is one of the highest rated movies on the tomato meter that I own. It is rated 100% on the tomato meter. everyone that watches this movie loves this movie. So much so, that's why they remade it in 1997. Hey guys, if you haven't taken a minute to subscribe, make sure you do that. It's free, takes 2 seconds, not even a minute, and it helps me out. So show some support, subscribe, and hit that like button. Yeah. That's what I think about the remake. But you know, typically I try to, for people that haven't seen the movie that I'm talking about, I try to relate to another movie that maybe they have seen that goes with this. And I really can't think of any. You know, this is just a courtroom drama without the courtroom. You're in the jury room. The closest thing I could think of to a similar movie with this would be Runaway Jury. And that one is really good. Is it as good as 12 Angry Men? Not at all. But it's good. So if you've seen that and you enjoy it, you're going to love 12 Angry Men. So check this movie out. Now, I could have said the remake, but I don't like the remake. Was it bad? No. If that's the first time you're ever being introduced to 12 Angry Men, the remake could be good. But when you compare it to the original, it does not compare. It does not. They should not have made a remake. I think they should leave this movie alone. What I do think they should do, and I spoke about this in a YouTube video 3 years ago. In 2018, I spoke about the fact that they need to make a sequel to 12 Angry Men. Make a sequel. And this could be the story. It could be similar to The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Now, if you've seen The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, you know the movie starts out during Hurricane Katrina. So it starts out in current times. But the entire movie is a flashback. That's what you could get with this. Have it where the young kid who's on trial, he was 18, 1957. We're now in 2021. So with that difference, he would be 82 years old. So have him, 82-year-old man, on his deathbed. And he admits that he got away with murder. The jury acquitted him, and he did kill his father. And the whole movie would be a flashback of that night. You don't even have to make anything up. They give you all the details in the original 12 Angry Men, the entire timeline, the argument between the father and the son that the neighbors heard where he got slapped or punched. He got hit several times by his father. Him going to the movies, meeting up with his friends, buying the pocket knife, and then have it where he does come back, kill his father. He doesn't go to the movies. He comes back, kills his father, and then, in a state of panic, runs out. Comes back a few hours later, and there you have it. Maybe it was temporary insanity or whatever, but he comes back and the cops catch him, throw him down the flight of stairs, and are questioning him in the kitchen while the body of his father is in the next room over. That's the movie. Make that movie, and you would re-spark that interest in the original 12 Angry Men, and you would make just a great movie. It'll be enjoyable. You can have it where the current time, yes, is in color, kind of a reverse Wizard of Oz. The current time is in color, and then the flashbacks can be in black and white. Hollywood, make that movie. If you don't, I'm going to make it because I'm excited just talking about it. But hey, you know what? I think I've talked about this movie long enough. Those are my thoughts for 12 Angry Men, because if I don't stop it now, I'm going to keep on going with it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you seen this movie? Do you want to watch this movie? What do you think about this movie? And what do you think about that sequel? Do you think that they should make it? because I think they do. Leave all those thoughts in the comment section below. As always, make sure you check out the Instagram, Movie Time with Chris, where you're going to get little snippets of everything that's going to come on the YouTube channel. Speaking of the YouTube channel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell, because you don't want to miss any future videos that are going to be on this channel. I'm on Twitter, Movie Time with C1, so make sure you follow me on Twitter, because you're going to get a heads up of everything that I'm going to be working on for the day. Not just for Instagram or YouTube, we're talking across all platforms. What I'm going to be working on for Twitch, my blog, other channels. You're going to get it all on Twitter. That's your preview. So go to Twitter, follow me there, Movie Time with C1. Also, I'm on Twitch, Movie Time with Chris. On there, currently I just do mobile gaming. A lot of Marvel and Star Wars, because I really love Marvel and Star Wars. But I am going to be hosting a watch party soon. So follow me on Twitch and we'll watch a movie together. Excuse me. Commercial for drink. Gatorade. Gatorade Zero. Zero sugar. Don't lose any of the flavor. Make sure you go to my blog, www.movietimewithchris.com. There you're going to get a more in-depth analysis of everything that I talk about here on the YouTube channel. And lastly, if there's ever a topic that you want to hear about or a movie that you want me to review, email me, movietimewithchris@gmail.com. I'm going to check that email multiple times a day. I will not miss your message, and the topic you want to hear about will be in a future video on this channel. But until next time, stay safe and take care.